Coming up next on EA Sports.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
We have the luxury each week, Mike, of sitting down with these players and really getting a behind-the-scenes look at what makes them so good and what makes them tick. And, man, wouldn't it be nice to be able to bring the fan kind of behind the curtain and let them see for themselves what we see firsthand? And, man, it would only take a couple minutes for you to realize just what kind of leader this guy is. You would never know he threw 3 touchdowns last week. All he wanted to talk about was the costly interception and the couple plays he left out there. That's why.
And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen, and he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. On comes the Riverhogs punting squad. This brought in out past the 20. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
You know you have a good week, Mike, when it takes all 5 fingers on one hand just to show how many touchdowns you threw in last week's win. Now, do we expect him to do that 2 weeks in a row? I'm not sure that's realistic, but as long as he continues to operate at this high of a level, they're going to have a strong chance to win every single week.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They motion the slot man left. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Back to throw. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. But some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
He'll get 4 and down inside the 20-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 6. Slot man in motion right. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Here comes a return from the 5. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Riverhogs offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. As you can see, he's right up there among the best in the league. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. With that, I want to give you a look here at the receiving numbers for him from the game a week ago. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Back to the air one more time. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and just a short pickup there to the 35. Here's a 2nd and 9. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they'll bring it inside the red zone. Finding space. Gain of 7. Inside the 20. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. Throwing now from the gun. That one taken in. Touchdown, Riverhogs. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. 2nd and 7. Here's a toss, right side, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Oh, the ball's out. But this is taken in by a teammate.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
We are through 1. 7-3 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll stick with him again. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
In trouble, and down he goes.
I don't have any real advanced analysis for this one, Mike. I mean, I think the simplest way to categorize it is this possession has been a disaster.
The Thunderbirds getting their punter out there, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Riverhogs offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Philippe sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Throwing right, it's taken in, and it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there, short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. But let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Thunderbirds offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we move into the second half of the season, he continues to put up the big numbers, currently the NFL's leader in passing as we play here in the month of November. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Here's 1st and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A throw on the move is caught. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Tight end going in motion here. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Putting the tight end in motion. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that.
Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
On 4th down, they'll send in the field goal unit. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
This drive will start on the ground, and that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This pressure is relentless. They get him again.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
On comes the punter now. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. They send him right out of the slot. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down. Here's third down and a few inches. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. His throw left side is complete. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
They'll look to throw again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
At the 26-yard line.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. They bring their tight end right. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. As it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Motion man is the tight end going right. Now they'll set up to throw. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. Here's 3rd and 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Thunderbirds.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Thunderbirds are on top. It's now 10-7. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. As And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we're at halftime with just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando, we'll check in with the coach. Jonathan Coachman has the EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the home team who are out in front. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Chargers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. From the 6, here comes a return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Thunderbirds offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's 2nd and 9. That's over the middle and intercepted.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now a give on the ground. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line. Now a 3rd and 2. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
No issues there. This one is good. And the Riverhogs will level the score at 10 apiece.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Thunderbirds offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Trying to tiptoe around the defenders there. He'll wind up with a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They get 19 on that pass play, and that will be a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Slot receiver headed right. Here comes the jet sweep. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that gain.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw today, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Back to throw. There's that man again. Another catch.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Thunderbirds. That is second touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Riverhogs offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
He'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That is 14 for the second time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
34-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. He is in. Touchdown, Riverhogs.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
That ties the game at 17.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. The return starts from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and will try to sustain it here down the stretch. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And despite his best efforts to get away, ultimately, he goes down behind the line.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
To the air now on 1st and 10. This is intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. The throw on the run is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Riverhogs.
Touchdown, Rio.
Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The score, Riverhogs Thunderbirds 17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Handoff here, up the middle, and it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. The ball comes out. It is picked up by the defense. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Riverhogs. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The PAT, up and good. And the Riverhogs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Throwing now from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. And this could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many people around the league were expecting them to come in here and win, but they are on the verge of doing just that. And they're going to mark them down up past the 35.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Another catch on the drive. This one for 13 yards and another first down. Quick throw, taken in, and he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll send White in motion. A run now on 2nd down. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
2-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
Right back to him on first down. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Throwing right, it's taken in. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. They'll send White in motion. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Once more from the 2. 3rd and goal. They'll send White in motion. On 3rd and goal, they'll run for it. And he is not going to get in. They make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown. So they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Now a give up the middle, and he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to third down. From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. He's going to air this one out. That's caught! All 3 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
Let's go now.
Tight end, the motion man to the right. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitting slant there. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
Let's go. Check. Bronco switch.
Back to the air one more time. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Throwing now on 3rd and long. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. And it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. This is taken at the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. So it's a win for our visitors. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden and